You will never have enough time to do everything. And the reason why you won't have enough time to do everything is because you want it all. Your energy is spread across 1,000 different things, and your mind looks like this. You want to start doing TikTok affiliates, and then you also want to do Amazon FBA, and then you want to do drop shipping, and then you want to do YouTube automation, and then you want to have your academic comeback, and then you need to lock in life, and you're going to go to the gym, and then you're also going to do MMA. You're going to do all of these fucking things, and what basically happens is when you try to do everything, your mind looks like this. It looks probably even worse than this because you probably watch an hour of TikTok reels every single day for fucking no reason other than the fact that you can. And your energy is literally spread across 1,000 different things. And this brings me to a quote that Confucius once said, which is, the person who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. Whereas instead of you chasing 2 rabbits, you decide to chase 420 rabbits. Because you're like, okay, I'm gonna fail at this anyways. Why just fail at one thing when I can fail at 420? You want to get literally everything, but quite literally you cannot. Your optimism is excessive. You're trying to slay level 100 dragons while you're in level 1, which quite literally isn't possible. And this sort of goes back to the versions of yourself, which I mentioned in another video. I'm gonna make a whole video on it later. But quite literally, you cannot do everything while you are at level 1. Eventually, yes, you could go do multiple businesses, and you can do MMA and go to the gym and CrossFit and all this. But quite literally, when you're starting out, you sort of just need to focus on one. You need to focus on one. This is where the delusional optimist people come in. The greatest people, or greatest, let's say, players of every single industry, legit use this formula. Unless, like, let's not take Elon Musk from the equation. That guy's a different breed. He's a fucking alien for all that. For all we know, okay? He has like 7 different things and he's good at everything. But because he mastered the game, like, to a very good extent. He's basically what I would say is level 100. He's level 1000. He can do a lot of different things because early on in his career, he only focused on one thing. When he started off, I don't know much about his history, but I know he made PayPal and then he sold PayPal. He had one thing. And then once he really got really good at that one thing, he built that company up, and then he sold it, and now he builds another company, and then once that company starts doing good, he adds another thing. And he's basically the superhuman who can operate in a very huge workload, but because he works in such a big workload, him as a businessman, there's literally nobody better than him. And because he focuses all of his energy just on business, which is why also his relations is just fucked, because he doesn't give a fuck about them. I mean, yes, to an extent he does, but like all of his energy goes towards his business, okay? But in reality, like most productive people, they normally have 3 things, okay? So instead of trying to focus on 400 different things, focus on 3 different things, okay? For most people, one of this is going to be health. Let's say, instead of focusing on going to the gym and running and then CrossFit and then MMA, pick on one thing that builds your health, and then pick on one thing that builds your wealth. Just one specific business, because persistence will lead to you being more successful. Okay? And then another one, you could either pick another wealth goal or another health goal or a relationships goal. Maybe you want to start talking to more people. Maybe you want to go date people. Put a daily goal on it and then go execute on it. Focus only on 3 different things. If the more you can reduce this, the better you're going to get, because it sort of works as a pillar game. I live my life in seasons where I just focus on one thing as hard as I can while trying to keep a baseline on the other pillars of life. I have a couple months where I just work on YouTube videos 24/7. Like I will work on my free Discord community, make free resources for them, work on my coaching program, make as many videos as fucking possible while trying to balance my studies to a stagnant level and balance my relationships to a stagnant level. And that's how you do really well in a space. But if you are a crazy person and you want legit, you don't give a fuck about the balance, and you just want to win at one thing, focus on one thing, and trust me, if you focus on it for long enough, you will succeed. Join my free Discord if you want to learn how to become more productive, study only 2 hours a day, get A star, free group coaching calls, free resources, a bunch more things. Bye-bye.